Hello everybody and welcome back to Hakuoki Kyoto wins. I literally haven't stopped playing since the last one and I forgot what this game was called. Whatever. It's fun. I was only gonna record one episode because I'm tired, but I'm having fun and I don't want to stop. So here we go. I'm very tired. Round 2. Fight. Huh. You sure you didn't see anything? Sorry, trying to take off my necklace because I don't need it on. There's no camera. Yes, I didn't see anything. Really? Well, if that's true, then I don't see what the problem is. Yeah, even if it was completely true that we didn't see anything, they've already taken us back to their base and made a big deal out of it. So, whatever, are already compromised. Yeah, let us go now. You've already fucked me with your own making me hear stuff and taking me to your base. Hold on a minute. I thought Soji said you helped out some of our men or something. What? When did I do that? No, that's not true. Glanced over at Okita, but his smile remained. Whatever he was thinking was a mystery to me. What the fuck do we care what Okita has to say? I was running away from the Ronin. Then some pee-pee. Some pee-pee. Apple pin. Then some people with Shinsengumi uniforms appeared. Really, they sort of rescued me. Don't bring that up. Shh, boy, shh. Then that means you saw them slicing up those Ronin, right? I couldn't exactly deny that. However, I knew that choosing to stay silent would implicate me deeper than lying would. Who would have thunk this guy with the red hair would have been so tall? Like, I thought this Shinpachi guy would be much taller just based on the image that we saw. I guess Sanosuke Harada must have been like really hunched down. Because, I don't know, he just did not look that tall. I thought this Shinpachi guy would be the tallest of them. He looks... Oh, I almost knocked my water bottle over. Whatever. Wait, did I read that? I know I read it in my head, but I don't know if I read it out loud. I'm so sorry. So in other words, you actually saw everything. The whole ugly business. He thinks we're stupid. You've got an honest heart, but... Oh, I said a word that wasn't there. You've got an honest heart. That's not really a bad thing, but... I wasn't sure what to make of Harada's words. My presence seemed bad for the Shinsengumi. Would their next words be the ones condemning me to death for being at the wrong place and time? My voice shook, but I knew I had to try. I won't tell anyone, I promise. It seems unlikely this attack was mere chance, yet it seems unlikely, too, that you're an enemy. Kisuke-sana, Kisuke. This guy talks super quietly. Despite your good intentions, you could be taken for interrogating. Could you handle torture? Are you threatening me? I would say step up, but he's got 2 swords and I haven't got any. Whimper. Is that a good whimper? His voice was still warm, but his words were cold, and I began to feel my chances at life slip away. Staying quiet is easy, but if you were captured, you would have no loyalty to us or our secrets. I see. He wasn't threatening to torture me. Because that would have been weird. He was saying that maybe in the future I might get tortured and I would tell the truth. Because of course I would. Who wouldn't? Yeah, we have no way of verifying your word. It wouldn't be very smart to just let you go. I'm having second thoughts about having said that this is by the same company that did Amnesia Tale of Memories. I'm pretty certain that it is, but what if I'm completely wrong? I'd feel like such a dumbass. Moving on. Did I read that? Yeah, I did. Okay, for once I did. I know for sure I did. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will stop recording after this episode so you don't have to deal with my tired brain anymore. I'm so sorry. Let's just kill the kid. You want to keep someone quiet? That's the only sure way. but yeah. Don't be so cold, Soji. What do we gain by murdering a civilian? Were you though? You fucking creepy ass creepy boy. Nope. I just nope. Call him nope. Oh, don't give me that look. I was just kidding. Perhaps it should have sounded like it. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Hajime Saito. You help me out, pal. Hehe. After being rebuked by Saito, Ukita gave a playful smile. But surely, there must be something we can do. After all, we're talking about a child. They think I'm a child. Go away from me. You're also a creep. In like a completely different way. This guy, this Kisuke guy, is like creepy in like a serial killer, like a... Why can't I remember any serial killers' names? That one they just made a movie about. Anyway, he's like, oh, look at my pretty face. I'm nice. Come with me. Murdered. And the other guy, he's at least like straightforwardly creepy. You at least know what to expect when you're talking to him. I have no wish to kill him either, but ignoring the unlikelihood of his trustworthiness is foolish. Well, I would like to hear the commander's opinion. What do you say, Commander Hijikata? Save me, Hijikata! I'm trying to touch your butt. You know how it is, right? The men looked at Hijikata, listening intently. He sighed and glanced around the room. Last night, we killed members who broke our code. This kid should not have been involved at all. I imagine that puts an end to the matter for you? Well, he probably saw something, but I doubt he really understands what it was. Even so, this is serious. We have bigger things to consider. We have to keep this under wraps. If rumors break that soldiers of Shinsengumi are thirsty for blood, it would be problematic. Shinpachi's words made sense to everyone. Hijikata's face looked grim. That's a grim look? No, he just looks like he's pissed off. Like he's gonna kill me himself. Don't kill me! Hey, watch your mouth. It is our responsibility to regulate all warriors who violate our code. They will be dealt with. Well, it still doesn't change the fact that this kid saw something. I think Soji has a point, but still, I'll do whatever Hijikata and Kondo tell me to do. Sheep? But no, they are his, like, higher ups. I get it. I think we ought to let him go. He doesn't know everything, you know? What do you mean, everything? I couldn't help but wonder aloud, and the mood in the room shifted to an icy silence. Yeah, dumbass! Like, what the... How could you be so dumb? Shut it, Heisuke. Oops, my bad. Yeah, dude, you're bad. You said something that intrigued my character, and she's a dumb bitch. And I had to wonder aloud about it to make matters worse for herself. He has really long hair though. Like, it's all the way down to like his butt crack. Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna make it even harder for us to simply let you go. His words say one thing. His tone says another. Ooh, whimper. Ooh. Man should always be ready to face death. You should make your peace with yours. I've got boobies! Rips open shirt. See, I'm not man. I'm a lady. A man? Oh, that's right. They still believe me to be a boy. No shit, dude. With everything else that's happened, I'd completely forgotten how I was dressed. Very true. A brave death is always an option. When I was young, I committed honorable suicide. What? What? Firstly, to have completely committed honorable suicide, you would have to be dead, my sir. I mean, maybe he just means that he, like, stabbed himself in the guts and was like, "Whoa," mixed him up a little bit, but still somehow survived. I don't know. It didn't really stick though, did it, Sano? So yeah. So I guess he must have actually... Wow. That must be an interesting story. I wonder if we'll get to hear it unless we go his route. We probably won't. That sucks because we've already decided to go with the quote-unquote main character route. Their jokes were barbaric, but they both broke into raucous laughter. Commander, since we can't seem to reach a consensus, can I send the child back to his room? If you hear something you shouldn't while you're here, then we'll have no choice but to kill you. Thanks for looking out for my best interest, pal. I guess, in a way. He was right. If I remained with them, I could easily hear something I wasn't supposed to. I didn't think he'd mention it for my sake, but rather as a possible concern for their group. Ah. Alright. I was still relieved when he brought it up. Indeed. Let's do that. Plus, there's something I want to look into. Is it the fact that I'm a lady and you want to double check and make sure that I'm a lady? I agree. Sorry, I thought he was done. I agree. There are too many careless men here. He seems so butthurt. He's like this big old dude. He's like, oh, my feelings. Sana, use your words carefully. They hurt. Come on, Sana. What are you looking at me for? That ought to be pretty obvious. We're all guilty of being careless. Especially you, Heisuke. Hey! Back off! It was just a mistake, alright? I could hear Toto's voice rise as everyone turned to look at him. He looked at them for a bit, then turned to me and mumbled in a voice I could barely hear. I'm sorry. It's not really an apology. He was more like, what he said was more close to my bad. Which I guess is kind of an apology, but it's not the same thing. You almost got me killed, Heisuke. I was still apprehensive about what they might do to me, so I couldn't quite respond to him too well. Oh, respond to him well. Whatever, sorry. But he seemed to understand, and I currently managed to nod. It was the most I could manage. Alright, Saito. Take care of the kid. Noted. Shall we go? I like his no-nonsense attitude. It's refreshing. Alright. Warrior record has been unlocked. What does that mean? After returning to my room, I had spent some time reflecting upon my state and my still bound hands. The rumors spoke of the Shinsengumi as vicious men, but they seemed more intimate, human to me. Still, their presence, or their being, lingered through me, as if to say, we're not killers, but to protect our code, we must bring death. Remaining here is only bringing me closer to the possibility of them killing me. I don't know if I can convince them to spare me. Just as I have no loyalty to them, they have no loyalty to me. Only the Shinsengumi. But then, they mentioned a man just always needs to be ready to face death, so are they still mistaking me for a man? Could I possibly risk exposing my true identity in exchange for mercy on my life? Yes, lady. Yes, girl. Fucking do it. But this could just as easily backfire for me, and it could enact an even worse fate. Maybe. I was truly at a loss for what to do. Listen, we were literally threatened multiple times about running away. I think running away is the worst thing that we can do in this situation, so we're going to attempt to explain. Oh, sorry, I pushed space instead of enter. I would tell them the truth. Perhaps if I did, they'd understand my dilemma. Perhaps they think I'm from Kyoto as well. If I told them I had only just arrived in Kyoto, they might lower their guard, or so I hoped. I didn't know anyone in Kyoto, and I'd only come to look for my father. I haven't even told them I'm a girl. I'm a girl. The rest, perhaps, could wait, but I felt that it might be wise to tell them that I was a girl. I took a deep breath and screamed loudly. Excuse me! Is anyone there? After a few moments, the door slid open. Oh man! and several faces appeared around the edges. Well, you've got some balls. We've got you locked up and you still think yelling will save you? Alright, you called us. Here we are. Have you made up your mind about dying? No, that's not it. I want you to hear me out. I really like this guy. Oh, man. He seems like a real pal to have around. Just no nonsense. Seems like somebody that doesn't like you should have around so they tell you straight to your face what you need to know. It is unlikely we'll spare you out of sympathy. As long as you understand, say what you wish. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's more of them. What is Heisuke's face? He looks so creeping like... Okay. Harada, he looks like what he's saying. Like, it sucks to be you, but, you know, good luck in the afterlife. Heisuke just looks like, yeah, she fucking dead. Yeah. Why? I sympathize with your awful luck. May you rest in peace. A man should know when to accept his fate. They all spoke as if they'd already consigned me to death. It was time to make my choice. I decided to tell them I wasn't a boy, decided to tell them why I came to Kyoto, gave up. Giving up. I'm giving up. How do you quick save? It's like not. Okay, that's quick load. Which button was it again? The controls are not intuitive at all. I don't even... No! Fuck. Ah! It scared me. I'm sorry. What is this? Oh. Well, I guess we'll just regular save then. Alright. We're going to... Tell them why I came to Kyoto. Decide to tell them I wasn't a boy. I'm gonna tell them I'm not a boy because they seem to be putting so much stake into the fact that I have male genitals down there when really I don't. So take these apples. I at least want to die as a lady. As Saito turned to go. No, fuck. Ah, fuck it. No, stop. No. Whatever. As Saito turned to go, I rounded on Toto to glare at him furiously. Hey, what's up with you? Sorry. Hey, what's up with you? Earlier you said, a man should know when to accept his fate. You didn't think there's anything wrong with killing a man before hearing him out? Alright, this kid, he got a serious streak, I guess. You gotta watch your mouth. Don't you get what's going on here? Maybe you should start acting like a man, okay? Accept your fate. We must do our duty. But I'm not a man. Oh my god. This game. Nya nya boo boo, green eyed. Boil. Look on his face. Holy moly. Yeah, right. You're telling me you're a girl? There's a bee? Yes. I can't believe that just changed everything. Like, that's so weird. And look how surprised they are. This Harada guy is just like, oh, oh, okay, hey babe. These other two, though, they're super surprised. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, his voice went so high. Wait, so you're saying, what? I'm sorry, I finally. So funny. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. There's something a bit ladylike about your profile. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. If you see a picture of this girl that we are playing, she looks super feminine. Like, very feminine. Like, I don't know how anybody ever mistook her for a man. She doesn't look masculine at all. She could have tried harder to hide herself as a boy. But she didn't try very hard. Oh my god. This guy's reaction is the best. Shinpachi, I love you already. Thanks, pal. Just thanks for being yourself. How the hell were you supposed to know that? Girls aren't supposed to wear pants! What the heck is this guy? Girls may wear pants when training with swords. Although it is rare to dress like a man when traveling alone, but perhaps it's for protection. Oh, what is this? What is that? I see. I guess you have a point. Sorry about that. Well, I'm glad that was cleared up. Perhaps you have a point. We ought to at least hear you out. Judging by the calmness in Saito's demeanor, it seemed he was unsurprised by my attempt to dress like a boy. Saito seems unsurprised by everything. There I was, surrounded once again by the leaders of the Shinsengumi. Nah. I noticed you were rather slim, and your features were far too soft to be a man's. But to think you were a lady this whole time. Kondo was nodding his head repeatedly, as if he were agreeing with some very intelligent suggestion. For him to notice the softness of my features, it flattered me a bit. Once you know she's a girl, she really doesn't look like a boy at all, does she? I just want to say this real quick. This really bothers me about this game. Is that they're like, oh no, she's a lady. Let's treat her so much more different than before. No! You shouldn't leave anybody bound up for a whole night. That fucking sucks. That is hard to deal with. You shouldn't say somebody should just accept their fate because they're one gender and not another. Like, oh, be a man, kill yourself. No. No. That's just like if somebody was like, oh, be a lady, wear high heels. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. It's not even good for you to wear high heels. Could fuck up your muscles. Pretty horrifically. Anyway, so we bound her and left her for a whole night? Oh dear. Well, she claims to be a girl, but it's not like we have any actual proof, right? You fucking creep, you could make me take off my shirt. Proof? Proof? Really? Not obvious enough for you, huh? Alright. Will you feel better if I strip her down? No, thank you. Please don't. Harada, you obviously believe me. Just punch him in the nose and tell him... What's what? No, you absolutely will not. To suggest a thing is preposterous. Look on this guy's face. Man, okay, at first I was like, I'm just gonna play one route. And that's just it. But honestly, I like so many of these characters so much I want to know more about them. And I feel like you're only going to know more about them if you play their route. Like in Amnesia, the story is basically completely different, whoever you pick. And you pick in the beginning who you're gonna hang around with, I think. If I remember correctly. I obviously didn't remember that guy's name correctly, so what do I know? I keep burping. I think it's because I'm hungry. Whatever, fuck it. Totally forgot what I was saying. But yeah. So I probably we'll see how I feel by the end of this. I probably won't play any of the other routes on YouTube. I'll probably just play them solo because that sounds fun to me. Whatever. I just figured it'd be the quickest way to settle the question, but I won't force it. Well, if you really are a girl, then killing you would just feel kinda wrong. Killing anybody should feel kind of wrong, Shinpachi, you freaking nut job. Why are you so naive? It doesn't matter. If we have to kill her, she dies. Okay, so I know he's saying that he's willing to murder me no matter what. But that's how it should be. You either murder everyone or you murder no one. Regardless. Exactly. However, her gender is irrelevant. Killing in general is wrong. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Sanan, but you're creepy, so I don't believe a word you're saying you actually mean. Because you're creepy. We were organized to protect the citizens of Kyoto. We would ill-serve the public good by murdering civilians in cold blood. Yeah, but if this girl or boy is a threat to the peace, that's a horse of a different color. You're a horse of a different color. Soji Okuta, you fucking get out of my face. He's just not a fan of this guy. He's so creepy. The Shinsengumi had already suffered a very gruesome reputation in Kyoto. Rumors spread that their men were thirsty for blood. Things weren't likely to go well for them. Kyoto would banish them, and with no one to protect the people, the city would erupt into chaos. Each of their members deeply understood the consequences of behaving rashly in these times. My apologies, but I took the liberty of checking through your belongings. It would appear you came all the way from Edo, by yourself. You didn't seem to have much. Some clothing, some pocket change, a few letters, and this sword. One of the letters was from Ryojin Matsumoto, a shogunate-approved doctor. I assume you saw him? What is your purpose? Chizuru Yukimura. The minute my name was spoken, the vibe in the room shifted immensely. Why? Because it sounds feminine? Everyone wore a stunned expression, eyes wide, and no words were uttered in response until... Oh, it's They're recognizing my name. Probably because my papa. Wait, Hijikata. That name. Hey now, this can't be a coincidence. Now, wait a moment. We only need to determine if you're a threat. Will you tell us your side of the story? At Kondo's behest, I stood up to speak. My name is Chizuru Yukimura. Under the watchful eyes of the leaders, I sharply describe how I came to face them. How I lived in Edo, how I'd come to Kyoto to find my father, how lonely the city felt before I arrived. Oh, then you're from Edo as well, and you came all the way to Kyoto to find your father? So, who is your father? My father is Kodo Yukimura. So, the dots are connected. What dots? What dots? Oh, I've been playing for almost 30 minutes. 40 minutes, sorry. What are you talking about? You know what? I'll probably actually just leave it there. How did I save before? I don't remember. Oh right, I pushed this. Ha ha! Ha ha! Thank you everybody for coming out and playing with me. This episode was a little bit longer. That's my own fault. I was looking for a good stopping point, and even though this is kind of a cliffhanger and I'm not really feeling it, we gotta stop soon. So we're stopping now. Thank you everybody for coming out and playing with me. I'll see you all next time. Bye!